Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 2023 Nissan Frontier Pro 4X. This is part one of a two-part review, and part two is going to be a lot of fun to watch because I'll be taking this Frontier off-road to one of my favorite trails. So make sure you come back to the channel to watch that. But keep watching this video as I go over all the features of this truck and my overall thoughts and opinions. So first of all, let's pop the hood. Alright, so we have a hydraulic hood, so you don't have to worry about propping it up with any pegs, and here we go. So the Pro 4X is powered by a naturally aspirated 3.8 liter V6 engine, and this engine puts out 310 horsepower with 281 pounds-feet of torque, which powers a 9-speed automatic transmission with optional 4-wheel drive, which is equipped on the Pro 4X that I have here today. This engine provides a maximum payload capacity of 1,220 pounds and a maximum towing capacity of 6,170 pounds if properly equipped. Stepping inside the Frontier Pro 4X doesn't disappoint either. Here we have the rear differential locker button, the stability control, cargo lamp button, hill descent button. This is the Nissan safety button if you have that equipped. This is for the 120 volt outlet, and we got the tow mode button right here as well, along with your standard trip reset buttons. Inside the cabin, I think it's a perfect blend of comfort and functionality. The driver's seat has automatic controls, whereas the passenger seat is just manual. The black and reddish orange accents from the exterior carry over into the interior as well. Of course, we have the Pro 4X stitching on the seats as well, which I really like, and more additional accents throughout the vehicle. As you can see, we have the heated seat controls here, heated steering wheel, USB charging ports, USB-C, USB-A, passenger heated seats. The climate control, it's a dual climate control system. Those are all manual controls, which I like as compared to using it on the touchscreen. The seats are very comfortable and very supportive. This Frontier Pro 4X is equipped with the push button start, and let's see how the dash looks when we start her up. And the gauge cluster is a hybrid between analog gauges and the center screen, which is digital, which I like. That mix of analog and digital hybrid setup is carried over into the 9-inch infotainment system. As you can see here, there are controls on the screen as well, but we also have push button controls, which I really do like. To me, in my opinion, it provides for faster access to a lot of the controls instead of navigating through different menu screens. The screen is also very responsive as well. And the Frontier does support Android Auto as well as Apple CarPlay. However, Android Auto only works if you are using a USB cable and you're hardwired into the system, whereas Apple CarPlay works wirelessly. This trim is also equipped with wireless charging. Up on top we have a little space here for a phone. There is a rubberized base so the phone will stay still if you put a phone there, or glasses, whatever you want to put there. There's storage here. We have 2 cup holders. That's the wireless charging. The glove box, standard glove box. The armrest is very wide. Inside the armrest we have quite a bit of storage, nothing else inside except storage space, and a couple of pen holders there. No outlets or charging ports. We have a sunglass holder here, the power sunroof buttons here as well, which I would prefer it if it was more of a panoramic view, but for this size For this size vehicle, I think it's just fine. On the steering wheel, we also have quite a few controls. We have stereo controls, hands-free operation controls for making calls or voice commands, as well as cruise control. I do like the shifter, and this is a 9-speed automatic transmission. I really do like the camera here. Well, primarily the bird's eye view angle I like. The rear view camera, it works. It might be hard to see here. However, from what I've read online, and it looks to be true, this is a 360p camera, so that's pretty low quality. Again, it works, but I would prefer it if it was a clearer, sharper image. And here is a shot of how it looks at night. As you can see, in low light, the poor quality is much more noticeable. Also, right here we have the controls for four-wheel drive. We have two-wheel drive, 4 high, 4 low. So this is how you would access it with this knob here. Moving into the second row, we have plenty of space for 3 passengers, especially if you have kids. There should be no problems here. The rear driver's side does have a lever here to lift up the seat. However, because this is equipped with the Fender audio system, I believe that's a subwoofer that's under the seat here. So there's no storage there. Behind the seat, you have a hook here for a car seat. Here we are on the passenger side in the second row. As I mentioned before, this passenger side does lift up, and you have access to storage space under here. So that is very useful. And behind the seat, you have access to the jack, and there are 2 more car seat hooks as well. I don't know how you can fit 3 car seats back here, but it's possible. There is an armrest in the back row with 2 cup holders. We have a rear window that opens. It's manual, but it's better than nothing, so I like that. In the rear, there are no vents or climate controls. There are charging ports here. There's a USB-C, USB-A, and another 120 volt port here as well. On the rear passenger seat, we do have a pocket here for storage. We do not have one on the driver's side. There is a lumbar support here as well. The rear seat is very comfortable. Plenty of legroom. I'll move over to the driver's side. I didn't adjust the front seat. I'm 5'10" and I have plenty of legroom. I don't feel that cramped at all. Definitely enough room for 2 adults. 3 is possible. However, the center seat isn't as comfortable, but it's manageable. And what's nice is that this truck does not have a raised floorboard here, so it doesn't restrict an adult from sitting here in the middle of the third row as well. The interior design continues in the back with the reddish orange stitching on the seats, as well as the armrest. We also have a bottle holder here, additional storage here in the side pocket. There's a sort of a carbon fiber type trim look here. The Frontier comes standard with a forward collision warning and auto emergency braking. However, the additional safety package does include lane departure warning, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alerts, rear auto braking, as well as adaptive cruise control. And that is the Nissan Safety Shield, which last time I checked was about $990 additional. But I think it's fully worth it. It would be nice if all that was standard. Here is the key fob with the panic button, unlock, lock, and remote start. The Frontier has a 5-foot bed with a dampened tailgate, which is nice. There is an adjustable rail system in the bed. It has a spray-on liner. There are multiple hooks for tie-down straps or tying any cargo down. We also have the plug here for a 120 volt household plug, and there are LED lamps in the bed as well. And because the Pro 4X is off-road ready, it is equipped with skid plates and tow hooks that match the overall color of the truck. You got 10 inches of ground clearance with the Frontier Pro 4X. We got 17-inch wheels, and they are wrapped in hand-cooked Dynapro AT2 all-terrain tires. And I really love the front end of this truck, especially those LED headlights. And here are how they look at night. If you can tell, they do a pretty good job. Nissan definitely nailed the aesthetics on this one. Time to take it for a spin, and I'll give you some thoughts on how it performs. The visibility is very nice. If I'm checking the rear view mirror or the side view mirrors, or if I'm merging and I want to turn my head to check and see if I'm clear, I have the ability to see out of my window and the rear windows at a quick glance. Looking in the rear view mirror, there's also plenty of visibility. I have no issue seeing out of that or the traffic that's behind me. I do like the lane assist feature. It vibrates the steering wheel to let me know if I've crossed over a line without using my turn signal. Let's see how the acceleration does. The acceleration is fine. It's the V6 does a decent job. You really have to push the pedal down pretty far to make it really haul, but the power is there. So that's going to do it for this video. Make sure you like the video and stick around for part 2 when I take this truck off-road, which was really fun. And overall, I think this is a great truck, especially for the price. I think Nissan left certain features out to make sure they made this affordable for consumers, which I could really appreciate. So at just over $39,000, I really think this is worth your hard-earned cash. And again, thanks for coming by, and I'll see you next time.